Yup, Saga Manga, and we are back again. Finally, been a while since my last manga haul, but we picked up some very interesting series, and we'll get right into it. Okay, so first up, you probably saw on the thumbnail. This is a series called Siren. Now, this is a series I've always been interested in. It is out of print, so I never really had the chance to buy it, and it's going for like 300 US on like manga swap and whatnot. So I never really wanted to buy into the price. I ended up finding it on Marketplace. Marketplace is the best. I found it on Marketplace. I saw it. The guy had it at way too much of a high price, so I saved the listing. Then I checked back a few weeks later. He had reduced the price a little bit, but I still wanted to play the little marketplace game, so I waited for a little bit longer. The listing was up for like about a month and a half. Nobody bid on it. So I said, "Hey man, can I see some pictures? Like, how are they? Like, all this, and would you do X price?" And obviously I lowballed them. Not really lowballed them. I still paid about. He countered back. I paid like 16 bucks a volume Canadian, which is like, if they got reprinted, that'd be retail price. So I'm cool with that. But yeah, I kind of lowballed him a little bit, and then he countered back in between of our offer and the listing price. So I decided we're gonna pick it up. They are in like literally as good as condition you can get them in, because these were printed in, I believe, hang on, 2011 first printed. So these are 14 years old. And pretty cool premise. Back in the day, there was like phone cards for payphones. And if you find this siren card right here at a payphone, and you call the number on it or whatever, basically that enters you into this game world, which is actually like set in the future. I'm kind of trying to figure it out still. I've only read 2 volumes. But once you get sent to this world, you can travel to another payphone, kind of like the Matrix, and you answer the phone, and then you get extracted out back to your timeline. Uh, Kind of weird, but then you also unlock the ability to use psi, which is like a power system, and there's like 3 types of power, like psychic, like physical, and whatnot. Pretty cool so far. Cool character designs. There's like these weird beasts that are in the world. I'm super excited to see where it goes. It's only 16 volumes, so it won't be too long to read. But I'm very happy. Another out of print series I've been looking for, and we're gonna add that to the shelf. I think she's going right here. So now we'll go on to actually another marketplace find. Okay, so for the second one, another marketplace find. Let's do a little story time real quick before we show you. So, if you know Q Hayashida, she's the author of Dorohedoro, and I had 8 volumes of Dorohedoro, and I didn't vibe with it. It didn't mesh with me, but I absolutely love her art so much. So I'm kind of thinking I want to try reading Dorohedoro again and just go in with like an open mind, that I'm just here for the ride. Don't care about the story, like just go for the adventure and read it again. So I started kind of looking for Dorohedoro, but then I remembered Q Hayashida is writing Die Dark. Now, I got the first 3 on Marketplace from someone for 20 bucks, and these are literally $18 retail in Canada. And I got the 4th one. I read the first 2 so far. I bought the 4th one on Amazon. It was like 14 bucks, and then I had like a discount. First 2 volumes, like, had no idea what's going on. There's dark flesh. There's Paggies, which are like backpacks that can talk. The main character's backpack can talk. Um, there's something about the main character. He's like wanted by people. If you kill him, you can get immortality or something. It's been a little bit since I read the first two volumes, and I'm gonna hop back in real soon though. Uh, we're in space. Space is cool. I'm down for more space manga recently. Like I want to kind of get into more like sci-fi ish stuff. But once again, Q Hayashida, dude, her art is so good, and I'm really enjoying Die Dark. I went in with no expectations, no idea what the story about, nothing. This one's actually pretty funny too. I remember Dora had some comedy, but some of it didn't land for me, and I'm kind of enjoying how like stupid the comedy is. If you know, he has like a dog robot that controls his spaceship, and like I don't know, it's pretty funny. I'm really liking the quality by Seven Seas. We actually got like white paper, and we're gonna continue with Die Dark. I did find a listing for Dora, not the full set, but like I may in the future re-buy Dora and try it again because it is rated one of the best manga of all time. So, and this has got me kind of back on the Q Hayashida train. So next up, I gotta talk about this one. I have to talk about this one. I'm reading this as soon as I'm done recording here, and that's Bugle Call Song of War. This boy's thick. It's like 240, 250 pages. This is a manga I read the first chapter online, and I just felt like this was probably going to be something special, and I needed to read it physically. So I stopped reading it. I already pre-ordered the first 4 volumes of this. That's how much that first chapter hit me. It's a fantasy military manga. Our main character, Luca, I believe that was his name. He has this like branch growing out of his head. I don't know if you can see that. And I'm assuming anyone that has the branch, because near the end of the first chapter you see more people with branches. I'm assuming they have magic, and this is called the Bugle Call Song of War. The main character plays a bugle, which is like a wind instrument. And when he plays the instrument, basically these like rays of light get cast across the battlefield, and it shows like the his warriors. I mean, he's not like a commander or anything, but shows his soldiers like where to go and how to fight, like, and they just start following the light and absolutely win a battle they should not have won. And then we get introduced to here's a cool pick. Different people with horns. This guy has 2 horns, and there's some mystery about that. And I just love fantasy. Like literally every novel I read is fantasy, and a military fantasy that's right up my alley, considering Berserk is one of my favorite manga of all time. So I'm super excited to start this once we're done this recording. And then we'll just go in order. Eden of Witches Volume 3. Really enjoying this. Almost done this volume. I got 2 more chapters. I've explained it before. Like, there's barely any plant life left, and witches control plants. And currently in this volume, actually, I don't want to spoil anything, but our main character's in a little bit of a trouble in this volume, so I'm don't know where it's gonna go. This is like another witch. I believe she's a witch. I'm not sure if she's used any powers or anything yet, but I'm really liking the journey. I'm liking these releases by Kana, new publisher. They all come with like this dust jacket, which is kind of cool. I'm not a huge fan of that, but it's nice. And then we got Kagurabachi Volume 3. Dude, this cover might be one of my favorite manga covers like of all time. Such a clean cover. And again, just a fun story. I mean, this isn't like reinventing manga or anything. It's, fantasy story about sorcerers and blades. But so far, I'm pretty invested in the characters in this. So I'm excited for Volume 4. Let's just say that. And Dragon Ball Super 23. I believe this finishes the movie. It does. This finishes the movie Dragon Ball Superhero, which came out like 2-3 years ago. Rest in peace to Toriyama. I think this is the last. I think there's a couple more chapters that haven't come out in physical format, but this is like the last stuff that he worked on. And we still don't know what's happening with Dragon Ball, but what are you gonna do, man? It's kind of awkward. And then I totally forgot this was coming out, but I'm happy it is. Kaiju number 8, volume 13. Cool. It's this dude with the triple barrel bow and arrow. Really cool. I remember really liking volume 13 or volume 12, and volume 13 is yellow if you were wondering. Okay, our next batch of manga, Gachiak 6. I flew through those first 5 volumes. I paced myself and I still went through them pretty quickly. We're in volume 6 now. I'm about halfway through. I believe this is getting an anime. Just the characters in this are super cool. The abilities are cool. And what else can I say? I'm just really excited to keep reading this series. And I'm hoping the anime, I don't know what studio's doing this, but I hope the anime can do it justice, because some of the angles and the weird faces and whatnot, if the anime is good for this, it'll make it a super popular series. Dinosaur Sanctuary 6. I actually still haven't finished number 5. I've said this is kind of like my comfort series, or my series when I don't know what to read, because sometimes I stand here and look at my shelves and like I don't know what manga to pick up to read. So this is my default when I have no idea what to do, and I just pick it up. Very informative. Not the best art so far, like not the best story either, but I'm enjoying it. Always loved dinosaurs since I was young, so. And then one of my favorite animes of all time, Initial D. I love this purple with the FC on the front. It's just really nice color, but I'm kind of scared for not the next one. We know the next one's like dark orange, but I don't know what they're going to do for the next color after that. And when you make a manga that's multicolored, I think the color choices really matter to make it look good on the shelf. But besides that, it's Initial D. Love it. I believe we see the 11. Yeah, we see the 11 in this one, which is really good races. I'm not like pressed to read this because I've seen the anime, but it's a great manga to just read a couple chapters here and there. Maybe read one race and then put it away for a bit and then pick it back up. That's Initial D, Dinosaur Sanctuary, and Gachi Akata. Okay, then we got 2 big boy deluxes. We'll just say both of them at the same time. Trigun Maximum 4 and Vinland Saga Deluxe 7, I believe this one is. Yeah, so I don't have volume 6 of Vinland Saga, but I'm up to date. If you're up to date in the digital release of Vinland, oh my god. Crazy last 2 chapters. I feel like there's like 7 chapters left in Vinland Saga, so we're very close to the end. This is green, and then volume 9 and 10 of these, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna have 10, a total of 30 volumes exactly. Those ones are gonna be gold, so pretty cool. I can't wait for Vinland to end. Like, I think as soon as Vinland ends, maybe give it a few months and I'll start rereading it and read through with my deluxes, because I have not physically read Vinland. I only digitally read it all. This table's not that safe, so I'm kind of scared to leave that there. And then we got Trigun Maximum 4, which I got on a decent deal on Amazon. I don't know what it is with Trigun. I feel like I don't understand the story. Maybe I'm just dumb, or maybe I'm just like not invested enough. But like I understand the story to an extent, and just sometimes I'll be reading and be like, "What the hell's happening?" But really cool so far. It's a good adventure. I think I'm just gonna stick it out to the end, and I'll make my full decision when I finish the series what to do with these. Maybe sell them, maybe not. I'm not sure. Cause yeah, I really do like it. I like all the characters. I just something slipped past me when I was reading it, and I'm kind of confused sometimes. That's just me. It's probably just like the timing when I read it and whatnot. But I also really wish they kept the yellow and the blue, like the original release, mock release that they put out. That was the manga haul, and I'm super happy we got Siren, and I can't wait to read Bugle Call. So I'm gonna say peace, and I'll see you in the next video, which should come out. I'm hopefully gonna release this video and then the next one in like a week or so. So stay tuned. Peace.